We are so excited. This was a great game, mainly because this team has been on the run and they've been doing extremely well. And we won it only by 3 or 4 points the first time we played them, which of course that was the first or second game of the season in the Big Ten. So I think that for those who would look at it would say that we are continuing to improve. And so we're really pleased with statistically what we did and the way that our team really kept their feet on the other team's neck.
Coach, how about, I guess, solving their zone? So many teams that, come out first half zone, switch to man, second half, but they stayed with it, and you eventually were able to kind of just shake it, unlock it. What was important today to be able to do that?
Well, the difference is we continue to press, and it can only be done when the players have the energy and we're working really hard. So we've got to see that same energy for the Iowa game. But eventually, I think we won it in the last couple of minutes at their place before.
Yeah.
So our decision is to pressure them to the point where they don't want to handle it, and they are returning the ball over. And so when that happens, then they're getting into a position where they're going to rush the shots offensively, and we're going to be much more comfortable, getting an opportunity to rebound, and we felt that we imposed our will. That was a Rutgers win today. It was a Scarlet Knight, a typical defensive move. And I think that Brian was saying that had we not allowed that last basket, it would be the lowest points that that team had scored. And that's good to know, especially going into the Big Ten, conference tournament.
Mael, it was pretty clear from the start that Wisconsin was trying to take away Arella, and so it opened up opportunities for players like you, especially in the second half. What did you see from your perspective about how you handled it and how your teammates handled that?
I feel like we handled it pretty good. Coach Stringer was just calling the play, and we were just going with whatever she called. We were just trusting the process, and we knew that they were going to come at Arella's neck. So we had to. There had to be other people that stepped up, and I did. That's what she said at the start of the game. She said today everybody had to contribute, and everybody did their part. And yeah, I just knew from the jump, like, I had to step up. Yeah.
So, Coach, in the context of what Matt was talking about, the 20-win record, if you talk about, if you don't mind, what that 20-win benchmark, year in and year out, means to a program, to the team as you start rolling through the year, and if you don't mind, how you feel about the overall thing vis-a-vis Pat Summitt.
Well, I mean, I personally care about her and love her dearly anyway. And so right from the beginning, I just want to be the best coach that I can possibly be. I didn't have a clue about this benchmark, so I know that's real good company, great company, but it's a milestone and I appreciate it. But I think what makes this year so enjoyable is that we're doing things that very few people would believe that we can do, and that's simply being able to play as we did. This Big Ten conference this season is probably one of the toughest, in a long time, and yet we've continued to sustain. We know exactly, and we've continued to get better, as we, are going through the season, and I'm hoping that that the conference people that make decisions can see the difference between the first time that we played Wisconsin versus this time that we play Wisconsin. And I think that our team continues to be seasoned in that respect. But it's just a milestone like anything else.
So is 20, rather than just this team, or just, is 20 a false benchmark, or does it mean something? Is 20 what you think your peers are judged by? Is that kind of a number that you think looks at how many 21 seasons?
No, you know what? I have a great support staff. The coaches are outstanding, and they've just chipped in any way possible. So yeah, 20 wins. It used to mean something, but it doesn't mean anything because at the end of the day, we've got to be able to put this up in a Big Ten season. We've got to, hopefully get a bid to the NCAAs, and then flat out we got to get it done. So it's not going to really matter. I think that we continue to hold high levels, high standards, and we expect, that we're going to do a great job, and that's as simple as that.
Mael, looking forward to the game against Iowa on Sunday, what are you doing to prepare for the game, and what do you think your teammates should also be doing?
I think going into our last game and knowing that this is going to be our senior day, I think we should just take more pride than the usual, knowing that this is going to be the last game for our seniors at home, and just got to handle business because we know that Iowa is a pretty good team. We are too, but we just got to come ready and just trust the process and trust the game plan.
Mael, so tonight you had 3 threes, especially in the fourth quarter. You went back-to-back, and you're absolutely loving it. How important is that for you and your team moving forward into this last game in the postseason to establish yourself as an outside shooter for this team?
I would say it's pretty important because, like I said earlier, I can do other stuff like play defense, rebound, but I just feel like offensively, we just got to get more numbers and more other people that can score. And I just know that going into the end of the season, I definitely got to step up in that role. Probably not going to score 25 points a game, but I just do what I need to do for my team to win.
I think what you're looking at is there are very few people that can play the positions that she plays, and so she plays the 3 and the 4, and those are 2 totally different positions. It's amazing because as the 3, she's expected to shoot, rebound, and the 4, she's going to play much bigger people in that position. And then she's going to be able to have to be able to pass and rebound and shoot in the post up position. So it's easier. Let me say it like this: it's easier to play 1, 2, or 3 if you interchange those spots. But when you mess around and play the 3 and the 4, that's a different look altogether, and it's good that we have that flexibility of playing her, but she's probably one of the few players that we have that can do that. Like, for example, would you play KK as a 4? No, you know what I mean?
Maybe a junior high team. Right?
But, yeah, you know what I mean? But see, what happened is Arella, she's the other one. Arella, we've had to move her because, as you know, we only have like 8 people. And so what happens is she sometimes will play the 4 and sometimes play the 3. And those, again, are 2 very vastly different positions. And so they learn different movements that have got to take place on the floor. And thank goodness, Arella has been able to do that, and same thing with Mael.
Coach, Sunday's a significant opportunity against Iowa. You've been preaching, using the term signature win. Here it is in front of you. How that can be this team's mindset, and if you have to continue to add that phrasing to get them completely focused. Then.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that we will be. I will make it. I mean, I'm focusing on Iowa. You know that. I'm not playing with Iowa. And this team isn't playing what they know. They know that we need a signature win to place us in a good position, with the NCAAs, and we came real close last year to beating them, and the fact that it's here and it's this day, it's senior day. No, it's going to hold very special and significant place for us. And while that has been my school over the time, today or when we get ready to play, it's over. We've just got to take care of business, and I know that we'll do our best.